Want me to start? Hi Jack, how you doing? Oh, I've got loads of images. They're just Google images, Jack. I'm glad the new mics seem to work alright. Just depends if they last the time they say they last. Well, no until I do a stream. Proper stream, that is. This is a Rob Roy Jack. Black, red and green tail. Rabbit fur and marabou. It's a fly eye or a lure I use quite a lot. Proven trout catcher. Hi Adrian, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. See with glasses on, man. Can't see. You bought some fly bubbles. What's that, Jack? Bungs, we call them bungs. You get bungs here that's made of polystyrene. Hi Maria, how you doing? Chris, how are you, buddy? Hope you're well. Miss your lives, Chris. How are you, Maria? muddy up. Yeah, all good, all good. How about you, Adrian? It was raining here today, Chris. I should have been fishing today, but it was quite windy and rain, so I thought I could leave it till tomorrow. There's still rain tomorrow, but sorry, there's no rain tomorrow, but there'll be wind. Hey, Lemon, how you doing, mate? Were you fishing today, Lemon? I was busy today. I've no really been on YouTube. I've been busy with my bloody fish tanks. I was installing CO2 systems and new filters and all the rest of it. So for a busy day. All right, no worries, mate. These are just some flies to send over to America. My good friend Jack. Aptly called, Rob Roy. I might even catch a trout on one of these tomorrow just to show the work. Well, try. No worries, Jack. No worries at all, man. I enjoy tying flies, eh? Not even have the whiskey tonight. Hi, Dave. How are you? No whiskey. I've got to drive in the morning, so I'm not drunk and drive the next day. I'll do this in a slightly different body, Jack. Hey, David. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Hello from Hawaii. Hello from Scotland. Okay, the do. Appreciate you coming in, David. Appreciate you all for coming in, actually. I'm just going to mix these up a wee bit, Jack. They're not true to what the name is, Rob Roy. They're my own twists that I put on them, different colours, different combinations. I've had fish on pretty much all the colours I tie. I don't know if you can buy flies like these over there, Jack. Do you guys fish with these kind of lures? Okay, the new who you did in the day, like. Just means hello, how are you? Hey, Billy, how you doing, buddy? Oh, you do have lures like this, Jack. Cool. What's up? Willie, you have to say, okay, the new who you do in the day, like. Do I mince pez na nangyari na? What he said. Okay, the new who you do in a day, like. I says, do I mince pez na nangyari na? Hillbilly translation required. How are you, Willie? Have to switch channels now, no bother. I'm just trying to give you a mix of flies, Jack, so you can change. Lost in Hillbilly translation. I knew that was coming, Willie. Are you coming up on panel for a laugh, or are you busy? You've not been on my panel for a long time, man. I'll let you come on your panel some night when you've got that young lad up. He seems like a good lad. Fuck. YouTube doesn't like that word. Not a lot different, Jack. Slightly different body, red head. You don't know if you see the UV flash in it. Yeah, it'll work. The fly's down. If my fly was down, the women would be flocking. These are size 8s, Jack. I'll tie some long shank and just some normal shank. Just gives you more like a streamer. Now we're going to put just a yellow head on this one. We might give it a wee bit of flash in the tail also. Fuck, forgot the bead. Aye, long shank. Henry long shank. Ain't no pot on. I can't see that, I'm blind. What is it? Ain't no handcuffs. Says your channel is filtered. Extremely. Where are you, Maria? Oh, bless you, Chris. Much appreciated. You didn't have to do that, man. I appreciate it. Very much appreciated. Hi, Deneen, how are you? Thanks for coming in. I'm just tying a few flies to post out. I appreciate it, Chris, I really do. It doesn't go unnoticed. That is a link. Alright, give 2 seconds, I'll find a link. McLaren P1. If you're buying a McLaren B, whatever, you must have too much fucking money. Hey, JP, how are you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you coming in. I'm just tying a few flies here. Four hours left. That's me. No more salt in the roads. That's my salt and finish for the winter. What's up?
What's up?
How are you doing, Willie?
Oh, I'll be doing better here in about 15 minutes. It'll be 4:20.
4:20 time. Is Maria bug in it?
Went fishing yesterday. Got a couple carp.
Hi,
You got some
Papa.
carp.
Yep.
So you were carping about and floundering about.
What he said.
Ah, Jack, thank you very much, brother. You didn't need to do that. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Hi, Papa.
How you doing, Maria?
Could definitely be better, but not too bad.
Life's shite, innit?
Yeah, when groceries cost more than our weed does, something's wrong, man.
Really?
Yeah, food prices are nuts.
It's the same here. Hey, NJ, bro, how are you? Everything's so damn expensive.
Yeah, everything. Everything we need in life costs too damn much.
How much is the weed? How much is weed in your state? I don't smoke it, like, but I know people across here that do, and I think it's about £200 an ounce.
Probably not too far from that over here. After the exchange rate and all that, yeah, it's about the same. Probably 170, 180 an ounce American money over here.
And some states are like £60 an ounce.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. California, man. You got California, you can get ounces all day, 50, 60 bucks.
That's crazy, isn't it? How can each state be so different? They all set their own tax levels.
They gave them the power to do that, and they shouldn't have.
Yeah. How much
That's all
that
I
way
come
today?
up with.
Hammered the crap out today. Tomorrow I'll go live and catch shit.
Right.
Nah, you always catch plenty of fish, Mark, bro. I'm live tomorrow fishing, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was live yesterday. Caught 2 carp, lost 2 carp, and ran out of data on my phone. That ended the live real quick.
Bummer, man. What size was your carp?
Oh, they weren't big. Both of them I landed maybe 2 pounds. They wasn't very big.
A fish is a fish, man.
Oh yeah, I was happy.
Just nice to get out and be on the banks, innit?
Yeah, it was nice to have 70-degree weather. I didn't have to wear a coat. You know, wasn't up the reservoir trying to get blowed away in 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts.
Aye. Well, I'm going to be trying to fly fishing 30-mile-an-hour winds.
I know, mate. I was reading that. You talking about that the other day, dude. If you ain't got it to your back, that's gonna be fine.
I'll probably end up with more fucking tangles than anything else, but you can what? I'll try.
Right. Do you know if it's supposed to be blown off the dock or toward the dock or?
The good thing is the pond, you can walk and fish right round it, so you can always get the wind to your back somewhere.
Right.
As long as nobody's on that bit. Everybody rushes to get the wind on their back, and then you're fucked. You know.
Right.
You have to try and
Yeah,
cast
that's the good thing
sideways.
about that big reservoir I fish back here. There's not a whole lot of people that do fish it, but because it's so wide open, there's absolutely no structure around it, no trees, no nothing to block the wind. So even if you got the wind coming off of one end and you move around to that side, it still blows your stuff to the right or the left, no matter what, because of the shape of it and just absolutely nothing up there to block the wind. You know?
Who's the guy that goes on panel with you, Willie?
The guy, what?
Who's the young guy that goes on the panel with you?
Road warrior.
Oh, Road Warrior?
He's a nice guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He takes care of us a lot. A lot of the guys in my followers take good care of us.
Yeah, I couldn't stay the other night. It was obviously the time difference and that, you know.
Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah, you guys are 4 hours ahead of us. And you haven't, you ain't done the time change, right?
That's tonight.
That's tonight. So, after tonight, you guys will be 5 hours ahead of us again.
Back to 5.
Yep.
So an hour less in bed tonight, eh?
It's always nice to lose an hour of sleep, ain't it?
I don't sleep very well anyway, so it makes no fucking odds to me.
Right.
I sit and watch my fish during the night and fucking dream about fucking shit. Daydream.
You got to smoke you some good before you lay down and go to bed.
Do you know, I tried it years ago.
I know it.
I had about 4 or 5 draws out and I was as sick as a fucking dog, man. Pure whitehead, threw up everywhere. It's strange, you know, I can fucking drink all night and all day and all night. I can drink for 72 hours solid. Litres of whiskey, but I can't smoke 4 puffs out a joint in a fucking sick.
Right. And there are some people that are actually allergic to it, man. You very well could be one of them.
I mean, I've got a high tolerance for morphine, oxycontin,
right,
tramadol, gabapentin.
Our body mass helps with that. And if you're in a lot of pain, it helps with that too. Because if you're in pain when you take something like that, it goes to the pain and you don't really feel a buzz from it.
So yeah, I've got just fucking weed. I just can't touch it, man. I'd get stoned if I was sat in your fucking house when you were in a joint. Yep, this doesn't agree with me.
Yep, I understand that. But this leaves more for me though.
So much do you puff in a week?
How much do you puff in a week?
In a week? Too much. If we can afford it, We can easily smoke a quarter a day. So that's almost 2 ounces a week. But we go without sometimes because sometimes we have a quarter and we smoke it and we don't have money to get a quarter the next day. So
you didn't sort of restrict what you smoke in a day. You're just a greedy bastard and just nail it in
we
one
just
day.
smoke it. We get it, we smoke it.
In this country, you call that a greedy bastard.
Yep. Maria's on a seaweed diet. She sees weed, she smokes it.
Aye. I tried an edible. My neighbour gave us edibles once.
Did that make you sick?
Here's the whole story, right? He gave us 4. They were just about your size.
Yeah.
Like we fucking chocolate fucking square cake things, right? He says, take one and see how you feel. So I took one and I was expecting to be fucked like and nothing happened. I thought, fuck that, I'll just eat the other fucking 3. So I ate the other 3. And then I started feeling the effect, so you can, it was like for the feet up. It didn't start at the head down, it sort of started at the feet up. So, yeah, it was fucking minced. And I went to go for a piss, go for a pee. And my legs didn't work. I just pissed myself on the fucking couch. I physically could not stand up and walk. I was that buckled. And I was buckled for 12, 14 hours. Just fucking wrecked. But I wasn't sick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got it when you're doing edibles like that, man. You got to give it at least a good 30 minutes to kick in before you know what's
You
happening.
see, he never gave me the full instructions. He just says take one and see how you feel. And
Yeah, the way he worded it, you were expecting the instant reaction.
I was expecting to be like smoking it,
Man, when you eat an edible, man, you got to give it time to kick in. So you ate them all, and they all kicked in at the same time.
Yeah, so it was pretty much a man mess. I was just fucking buckled there.
Yeah.
And that's really the only time, but no, I can't smoke it. You got £100 a month for weed, Jack. Much as it with yours, Jack. Jackson, Washington.
Chris said I do half and then wait to do the other half, right? You wait about 40 minutes, don't you?
So is it better eating it or better smoking it then?
You what now?
Do you smoke it with tobacco? Or just
No, we don't do that spliff shit.
No?
That's nasty. We smoke tobacco, unfortunately. We wish we didn't. But no, I don't mix it with my weed, dude. Yeah, about every person I talk to from across the pond, about every one of them does that. And there's like, it's too strong by itself. And I'll hold up one like the size of my finger. And like, there ain't nothing but green in there, man.
I think it's more the cost. I know some guys that'll do it. Hi, Danny, how you doing? I know guys that do it and they'll smoke just straight weed.
Right. Oh yeah, that's what we do.
And a pipe. But the majority of them will roll up with tobacco. I mean, I don't do it, but I like the smell of it,
Oh, you love the smell of my house right now, then?
I like the smell of it, but it doesn't like me.
Jack said 140, 200 now, so that's about right. Yeah, that's about right.
It's amazing how all the states have got such differences in prices,
Oh yeah. But yeah, like I said, we can go to California and get an ounce $50-$60 all day long. $50-$60 barely gets you a quarter here.
It's crazy.
And I figured the prices were going to drop once they made it where everybody could grow it. You know?
You're not allowed to grow it yet.
Huh?
You're not allowed to grow it there.
Oh yeah, I knew that. Yeah, not all the states over here are allowed to grow it. There's a lot of states still illegal. Texas, man, they're fighting to get all the synthetic stuff off the shelves now. But man, these politicians say some of the dumbest things. I mean, you're like, how can a person be that ignorant? You know. But that's what we deal with. That's what the whole world deals with. We all got governments that are just have no idea what's really going on, man.
As far as I'm aware, it's still illegal here.
Right. Yeah, it's still illegal for Chris over in Indiana, and they basically wrote it in their state legislature, whatever you call it. They basically wrote it in there that even if somebody comes in 20 years from now as the governor of Indiana and they try to legalize marijuana, supposedly they will be tried for treason because they wrote it in the thing like it's never, ever, ever going to be legal in Indiana. And that's just ridiculous. Because it's supposed to be what the people want, not what the government wants.
Yeah. I mean, across here it's very common.
Yeah.
I mean, every other person smokes it. But
oh, yeah, it's everywhere. It's all over the world, without a doubt. Some places grow better than others, you know.
Yeah. Right, Kirsty, how are you?
Of course, you guys got them mushrooms from all that sheep shit over there.
You get all the hardcores do all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
They pick the mushrooms and I don't know, hallucinogenics, I think they are. LSD or whatever's in them, I'm not sure. Like,
right.
I know the Latin name's psilocybe, magic mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. It's 420, Chris.
So when you out fishing next?
I should have went today, but I didn't. I didn't really sleep too late or nothing either. I'm still working on getting back in shape after all that time off, after that time in the hospital and that surgery last year.
Yeah.
I spent so much time sitting around recovering. Now I'm trying to get my body back to where I can make those walks without feeling like I'm going to die, you know.
Oh, I am the same. Just I had a flu bug for about 3 months. I've never had it in my life that lasted like that, and it's just totally drained me. I've been really tired and exhausted.
Yep. And just sitting up there in that wind at the reservoir a couple times, man. Not catching any fish, just sitting up there 3 or 4 hours fighting that wind and sitting in the sun and stuff, just draining, you know. It's like, man, this didn't used to happen, but I didn't used to be old either, so.
Say hello. Wave. No shy. Feeling better now.
No, sit or start putting the shore.
How's your day been, Kirsty? So do you fly fish, Willie?
I have used flies, but I have never fly fished. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me and Mom, we used to fish a lot of pay lakes and stuff, and one of the lakes got trout stocked. Well, a few of them get trout stocked in the springtime, and one of them that we used to fish at a lot got trout stocked. And like I said, these were farm raised; they weren't wild.
Right.
But Mom got the idea. We got this thing of flies for like $1 or $2 from a discount store called Odd Lots, and it was real cheap. So we grabbed it just to have it. Well, we was out there one day, and they wasn't hitting on the wax worms. They wasn't hitting on the rooster tail. And Mom's like, hey, I got an idea. She's like, tie one of those flies on here, leave the bobber on it, and put a little split shot about 6 inches above the fly. So I did it. I rigged her bobber up. She's fishing about 12, 18 inches deep with a fly on a bobber and a split shot. And she threw it out there, man. She just started jigging it, dude. Bam, bam, bam. Trout, trout, trout. I was like, dude, are you crazy? Are you serious right now? Yeah, she tore him up, dude.
It's pretty much banned across here that flies under, or these sort of lures under a bobber.
Yep.
On a fly rod. It's all banned.
Now, I've done that with like crappie jigs under a bobber and stuff like that. I don't do very good, but I've got a couple.
I thought the crappie and the bass would work really well.
Yep.
Yeah, that was my wee stepdaughter, Jack. That's Chloe's daughter.
All right, Chris. Thank you, brother.
Cheers, Chris.
Yeah, Chris said there was 5 bills in Indiana to legalize it, and every one of them got shot down by the state house.
Really? Ah, she's my wee princess.
And see, that's just like even if Donald Trump, our president, even if he declares it legal in all 50 states, the states have so much individual power that some states will still be able to say no, it's still not going to be legal here. You know, even if they say it's federal by the government, states are still going to be able to say no, not here.
Oh, they can overrule.
Do what?
They can overrule.
Yeah, state can overrule it. But that's just like the same. But that's almost like the same situation we're already in, where we have some states are legal, some states ain't. It's still not legal by federal law. So at any given time, the feds can roll into these legal states, including California, and just shut everything down anytime they feel like it.
Really?
Yeah. But the government's making so much tax money off of it that that's probably never going to happen.
Got you.
Because they won't legalize it federally, but yet every time we make a purchase from a dispensary, we pay federal tax.
So they want your money, but they don't want to legalize it, basically.
Yep. Because I think they're looking at it like they can still make money both ways this way. They can make the money when you're buying it legal and paying the taxes, and they can still make the money when they catch somebody growing too much or whatever, and they can fine them or whatever. So they're making money all the way around. You know, just making more than they was before.
That's exactly what it comes down to.
Yep.
What is it? I mean, how is it to drive there if you've been smoking? Can you be prosecuted for it?
Do what?
Can you get a conviction if you're caught driving while you're smoking weed?
They're having a lot of trouble with that because back in the day they tried to say that driving while you're stoned was the same as driving while you're drunk, and that's not the case. I mean, like, you don't have the blurred vision and everything you do with alcohol, and that's what they tried to tell people. So then they tried the Highway Patrol recently came up with this thing where they can like swab test you or something, like swab the inside of your mouth. And
Right.
The problem with that is if you're a big dude like me, weed can stay in your system for up to 45 days.
Really?
Yeah, so there's no way for them to know whether you smoked 10 minutes ago or 10 days ago. You know what I mean?
I didn't know.
I just don't see how that thing's going to work.
I didn't realize it could stay for that length of time, eh?
And see, that's one of the that's one of the real drug problems over here in America, at least. And I imagine it's like this in other places. One of the biggest problems here, man, is one of the safest things there is marijuana, weed. But it's still deemed illegal. It's still anybody that runs a business still has to fire employees for failing drug tests and this and that. But weed stays in your system 30 days, even if you're a skinny person. If you're a big dude like us, it's a good chance it's going to be in your system for 45 days. Where people can take pills, do cocaine, do crystal meth, do heroin, and none of those last in your system more than 72 hours.
Really?
Yeah. Within 72 hours, any of those, you'll be able to pass a drug test for flying college, but not weed.
I didn't know that, eh?
Yeah, I mean, you can smoke crack, you can do coke, you can smoke meth, you can do heroin, whatever the hell you want to do, dude. And as long as you got 3 days before you go to your probation officer or you have a drug test at work, you're good. You're golden.
That'll be why all the oil boys in this country snort coke.
Yeah, but you can smoke a joint and then 2 weeks later get drug tested at work and fail that drug test. You know, you could have smoked that joint while you was on vacation in Jamaica. You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, that I really can't understand their the rational thought behind that. You know. So I mean, that they would rather have, like, say, truck drivers, for instance. I know several of them, and most of them I know are speed freaks. They like the meth or the coke or the crack. You know, they like the crank. But they also do that because when they're off for a weekend, they can do all that they want, and 2 days later they'll pass a drug test. They can't smoke a joint on that weekend off because then they're going to fail a drug test 2 days later.
Yeah.
So would you rather someone be smoking a joint on the weekend or before he goes to sleep in his truck to, you know, lay down for the night, or would you rather him be cranking on meth trying to drive around? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
And I just don't understand the thought process behind all this shit.
It's like here in Scotland. Although we're joined to England, we've got different laws. Alcohol is zero tolerance in Scotland. If I even went like that with my finger and dipped it in a glass of whiskey and licked it, I will fail a breath test.
Right.
Whereas in England, you can still have a couple of pints. That's why tonight I'm not drinking, because I'll be in my car tomorrow.
Right.
Most people in Scotland, they're not done the night they've been drinking. It's the following morning driving to work they get done.
So you're saying you can drink tonight, and if you got pulled over going fishing tomorrow, you would fail the breathalyzer?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Lose your license for a year.
That's fuck, bro.
Yep. If I lose my license, I lose my job.
Right. Yeah, I understand there's a lot of things. There's a lot of situations like that.
No, it's the kick-on effect that losing your license has, you know.
Yeah.
And then for 10 years, you pay a fortune for car insurance because it goes down as a DD10, drunk driving, 10-year ban, 10-year on your record.
If you're over here, you kiss enough people's ass, man, you can get away with multiple DUIs over here.
Really?
Oh, yeah. As long as you kiss the right ass, man, you're good. I've never been a very good ass kisser, though, so.
No, I've never kissed ass ever.
Yeah. Hey, I've never mastered that quality.
Never been a brown ender, as we call them. Brown enders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jack knows what I'm talking about. Yep. Man, there's so many truck drivers, and I'm not mad at them, dude, because we all have our crutch. We all have our thing, you know.
Yep.
And so I'm not mad at the guys for doing it, because I also know they're forced to have to do something that's going to be out of their system fast.
Yeah.
So they can't smoke weed like I do, you know.
Right, Jack. this Jack is an absolute killer fly in Scotland.
I've went 2 weeks, John, still failed, but I've always been a big boy. Yeah.
This has got it's got the green body. I don't know if that shows on the camera. Yellow head, the red bead, red, black, and green tail.
Nice.
The flash.
Looks like a canary.
Aye, pretty much.
Yep. Fish will eat a canary, though. I've seen it. He gets too close to the water.
Well, you get the giant trevally that jump out the water and fucking catch birds. I've seen that on
Yeah.
David Attenborough. That's doing to man, taking all the fish out the fucking sea. There's no fish left for them to eat, so they jump in the water and catch birds. Fucking crazy, man.
Right, John? Yeah, I'm good at eating ass, not kissing ass.
I just kick ass. I'm a kick ass kind of guy.
I used to kick ass, man. I don't think I can no more. But it's all right because everybody else still thinks I can, so it works out.
Yeah, nope, never been an ass kisser.
Yeah, I went to go fishing yesterday, dude. And there's 4 streets I got a zigzag through to get over to the park where I was fishing at. Well, the first 2 streets are the wealthier people, the uppity up, and the back 2 streets not so much. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, when I'm zigzagging up and down these first 2 streets, man, there was people running in their house and locking the doors and turning on their car alarms and. I had to stop and make a video about it. I said, I'm probably the weakest I've been since I was a child. I'm walking around with a colostomy bag, and I still got rich people running in their house and locking their doors. I said, I still got it, baby.
Do you know, across here, we just call them stuck-up bastards.
Yeah.
Fucking talking those fuckers. The end result is they're still going the same fucking place as me. They're either going in a hole or they're getting burnt.
Right. Oh, yeah, dude. I come walking up on this one lady, man. She was getting groceries out of her car. And she was like behind the car already in the trunk when I come around the corner. And I'm like a car's length away from her car when she sees me. She jets up on the porch, man. And by the time I get in front of her steps to the porch with my wagon, she's already got the groceries are on the porch, sat down on the floor. She's got her cell phone in her right hand. Her left hand is on the key, already in the door, looking back at the sidewalk to see what I'm doing. I'm like, man, this is awesome.
There's my wee princess. She's bolted, she's shy.
Iris, Austin, Beth, friend, Jesus.
She's no well. My wee princess has had sickness, so. Fucking children, they're always no well, man. So yeah, I'm missing my whiskey tonight. It's shite.
I just seen Jack said I won my last fight by 3 blocks.
I've not been looked at the fucking chat, to be honest.
Yeah, it's hard for him to catch you if you're 3 blocks away.
The piss THC test, you need 2 weeks without smoking to be negative. I didn't know that fucking weed stayed in your system for that long, eh?
Yeah, it sucks about it, man. That's what really sucks about it, because if you fail a test at work, you'll get fired for it. Even if it's legal in your state, the employer has it's basically their call if they want to fire you for failing for weed or not. But there's no accurate test to tell whether that person smoked, whether you smoked before you left your house to go to work, or smoked on your way to work, or if you smoked last weekend. I know a blood test or a urine test is going to go too far back.
Across here, they started drug testing, not the sort of departments I work, but a subsidiary of the council to sign contracts. They started drug tests, and almost half the mechanics were sacked instantly. Instantly dismissed.
Just for weed?
Just for weed.
Damn.
These guys have to go out on the roads and drive
And
HGVs,
dude, I've
you know.
been around weed and cars long enough. I don't trust somebody working on my car if they're not high.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Aye.
Because that's when we're paying attention, dude. You know, we don't drop shit. We don't miss something. We don't overlook something. We don't not tighten something up all the way. You know, we don't fuck shit up when we're high. We're zoned in. You know,
Yeah.
that's crazy. And it's probably some of their best workers. They're like, man, you failed for weed. Get the fuck out of here.
So how many states is it still illegal?
A lot.
Is it?
Let's see. Legal, we have Ohio, Michigan, Colorado, Washington. I think both Washingtons. I think D.C., Maryland's legal also. California, Mississippi, Montana. I may be missing one or two, but that's about it. I said, did I miss Oregon, Jack? I meant to say Oregon. Yeah, we're up here. We got Washington, Oregon, Michigan, Ohio, and Maryland. And then I think you got to go all the way down to fuck. Damn, was the next state south Mississippi? Yeah, I think I missed it, Jack. I think you're right. Yeah, after I thought about it, I missed Oregon first time. But I think once you go past Ohio, you got to go ways to find another legal state.
Pretty much everybody I speak to in the States smokes it, eh? There's not many people I speak to on YouTube that don't smoke it.
Right. That's the true woke people.
Irrespective of what state they're in.
But yeah, I don't think we've got half the states legal yet. I don't believe we've got 25 legal yet.
Really?
Not even close. Because I've thought before, man, if 26, 27, 30 states go legal, I mean, you would think that'd get something done, but we do a lot of stuff these days that should get something done and nothing happens. So I don't know, man.
In these states where it's illegal, how often do they try and pass a bill to legalize it?
Well, like Chris said about Indiana, they've tried 5 times. And Jack said he thinks we have 16 states that are legal out of the 50 states.
So the states where it's illegal, is it more expensive?
I don't think so, man, because our prices didn't change here. Whether we go to a dispensary or we buy off fucking Joe Blow down the road, the price stayed the same even after we got legal.
All right.
Yeah, nothing has really fluctuated up or down.
That's strange, isn't it?
Now, I knew I kept a real close eye on Colorado when they first went legal. And the first few days, man, they killed herself because the prices were nuts, dude. I mean, nuts. Like they were charging like $50 an eighth and $20 a gram. And, you know, and then people's like, no, I'm going to call Joe Blow back. Hey, man, you still got some of that? You know, fuck the dispensary. Well, the dispensary caught on real quick. And all of a sudden, after about a week being open, you could get an eighth for like $15. That $20 gram was $10. You know, everything. It's like, oh, yeah, we realized what we did. But still, the taxes that they add to it is just absolutely ridiculous. They can get a huge state tax. There's huge federal tax.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, last I heard about, and I don't know about Michigan. I've never checked on any of the dispensaries in Michigan. I'm from Ohio. We don't like Michigan. So I haven't paid attention. So I don't know if it's cheaper up there or not. But I know Colorado has similar prices to California, where you can get, like I said, ounces in California for $50.
What about Smokelahoma?
Do what?
What about Oklahoma?
Oklahoma. I can't remember about Oklahoma. Yeah, Jack said the same thing. Price didn't change. Yeah, price stays the same.
I know across here, because you don't obviously get it in a dispensary, you've got to go on
Right.
the streets and buy it. It's roughly 10 to 12 pounds a gram.
And that's why I think most of the stoners I know here in Ohio really expected the prices to go down from the dealers, from the street guys, but it didn't. You know, we really thought once the dispensaries opened up, we would be able to get stuff a little cheaper like all the other states, but no, it didn't happen. They kept it right where it was.
Oklahoma still old
Yeah,
school.
but remember, Jack, Mississippi legalized it, bro, and that's dead in the middle of the Bible Belt, man. I didn't think I didn't think I would ever see anybody on the Bible Belt. We call it the Bible Belt in America. I didn't think we'd ever see any of those states down there do it. And Mississippi legalized it, blew my mind.
It's just strange how each state has its own laws
Yeah.
and regulations.
Yeah, the fact that Mississippi legalized before Indiana or Tennessee or Kentucky is like, what? Really?
It's like we're classed as Britain, but we're different countries. So our laws are different countries, you know.
Yep.
We're not just local states. We're actually different countries, although we get classed as Great Britain. So yeah,
Right.
we've got different rules and laws.
Yeah, dude, and man, you can look up on Google over here. You can look up dumb state laws or outdated state laws and stuff. And there's like, I mean, there's so many laws that are still in the books. They're no longer enforced, but they're still there where they could be enforced. You know, like, you know, so many Indians couldn't walk together. So many black people couldn't walk together. In Indiana, you're not allowed to have a goat in your bathtub after 4 p.m.
Fuck's sake.
Anal sex is illegal in Alabama, the capital of incest, and anal is illegal. I'm like, what? Do they go door to door every night and, you know, check? Like, man, we're going to need you to pull your pants down, bend over. We need to inspect. You know, oh, there's some jizz in there. You're going to have to go to jail. You know? But yeah, it's illegal to have anal sex in Alabama. You can't have a goat in your bathtub after 4 p.m. in Indiana.
Can't go in the bathtub.
You can't have a goat.
Oh.
Yeah. As long as it's before 4, you're good.
That's fucked up, isn't it?
Right?
Is it serious?
Mm-hmm.
Joke. What?
That's fucked up.
Right, Jack. Yeah. And Jack's breaking it down even further, bro. We got different counties and townships and stuff. We pay a different tax here in Fayette County than they pay in Montgomery County. And to top that off, if you live here in Fayette County, but you work in Montgomery County, you are paying city tax for where you live here. You're paying county tax, state tax, school tax for the area for the school you live in. And then wherever you work at, you're also paying city tax there. You're also paying local school tax there. Everything, dude.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. So when you work outside of your area, you pay double tax.
What the hell, man?
That's not even allowed.
But that's also the only way anybody's going to make enough money to live is to travel to work that's going to pay them enough to make it.
Yeah.
You know.
That's seriously messed up, isn't it?
The whole world's fucked up, brother.
What's an average salary across there?
Do what?
What's an average salary?
See, that's different too. That's different too in each state. Once again, man, minimum wage, the least they can hire you for in the state of Ohio is $10.40 an hour. But out in California, I believe it's like $17 an hour. So it's different states, different wages. You know, and used to be $10 was good money here. Now $10 ain't nothing. $10 ain't enough money to live on.
No, it's not a lot, is it?
No. My buddy was just here a little bit ago. Matter of fact, he's got him an old lady and a new kid, a new baby just had, and he has part-time custody of his two daughters that are still they're still under teenagers, ain't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't even think they're teenagers yet. Plus his girlfriend's daughter, who is a teenager, plus his grown-ass son that don't want to do nothing but sit on his couch and eat his food. And he's trying to support everybody on $17 an hour, and it's not working, man. It's not happening. He has nothing to spare. So he's like everybody else in this country right now, waiting for the income tax to come back so they have a little bit of money, feel like they're rich for 5 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know. What's the minimum wage here? £11.70 or something? The minimum wage here is about £12, £11 something.
Jack said it's $20 in Washington. That's state of Washington, Jack? Not DC, right? The state of Washington, $20 an hour. So see, it may be higher than 17 in California. I just know I know for sure. The only one I know for sure is here, and it's $10.40 an hour. But he says $20 in Washington. See, that's double. Washington minimum wage is double what it is in Ohio, and that's because the cost of living is twice as high in Washington as what it is in Ohio.
Yeah.
So they get double the money, but everything costs them twice as much. You know, the same house here you can rent for $500 a month. It's going to be $1,000 a month there.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why it's different from state to state, and that's why it's higher in California. It's higher in Colorado. You know, all those places where it's just expensive to live at. And this is one of the cheaper states in the country, and we still got a woods full of homeless people back here.
Jack, cheeseburger, fries, and beer, $30. Jesus Christ!
Right. That's about what we paid when me and Maria went to a restaurant that was right here by our Walmart, just a mile down the road, and it was called Dakota's. It was called Dakota's. It was and it was like you walk in, sit down restaurant, big old juicy burgers or steaks, and get you a beer while you're eating your meal. You know, one of those places. And we went in there. We got a burger, fries, and a side, a piece. I got coleslaw. She got something else, and a pop. After we finished our meal, I ordered one Bud Light with lime, and mine cost $32, and Maria's cost $28.
Shit.
So my beer was $4, but still $28 for a cheeseburger, fries. What'd you get on the side besides fries when I got the coleslaw? Remember? Mac and cheese or something, maybe. But yeah, it's just a little cup of mac and cheese, a little cup of coleslaw, and yeah, it was $28 for her meal. And mine would have been $28, except it had.
If you go into McDonald's, what does it cost you for a Big Mac and chips, fries?
Big Mac is, last I checked. Now, don't hold me to this, but the last time I checked, it was $4.19 for a Big Mac. But it may have went up since then. We think it went higher now. And now, the fries,
for the Big Mac
it's
meal,
about $4 for a large
Big
fry.
Mac fries and a drink, which is the Big Mac meal.
Yeah.
That's probably
13.
$7.
You think?
Going inside the store. they're actually more expensive than
She
this.
thinks
For the whole
she
meal.
thinks it's around $10 for the meal, and that's a Big Mac, a large fry, large chip, and a pop. Around $10, she thinks.
£7.20.
£3
£7.
He
for
said it's
£4
$16 there in Washington. $16 for the Big Mac combo.
a gallon of regular gas, £4 across here. A gallon of fuel would be
Now, do you guys
£7.
buy it by the gallon or the liter?
You can pay by the litre. Across here, a litre costs for diesel or DERV £1.39 a litre.
$1.39 a liter for diesel.
Diesel. Gas is £1.36. So that's about $1.60 a litre. Another gallon is different for yours. We've got 4.5 litre to a gallon.
Our gas is 3 something a gallon. Right. Our gas is like 340, 360 a gallon. And the diesel, actually, I haven't paid attention to diesel for a while. It should be cheaper. It used to, well, actually, I don't know, man. It used to be cheaper. And then there was some shit happened back in the 90s, early 2000s over here with the truckers and the trucking companies. And all of a sudden, diesel prices went higher than gas. And
Same here.
stayed there.
It used to be cheaper. Now it's always
Yeah, that's because
It's
y'all buy
always
your
dearer
diesel
now.
off these greedy American bastards.
Yeah, it's always 10 pence a litre dearer for diesel than it is for gas. And years
$8.95.
ago, it was always cheaper.
Sandwich by itself.
It's $8.95 for the Big Mac combo here. $8.95, but it's $16 for Jack over there in Washington.
What does a bottle of say Scotch whiskey cost?
And I was wrong about the price of the sandwich. I told you it was $2.14 or $4.19, what it used to be. It is now $5.69 for the Big Mac by itself.
Okay, now.
Cheaper than ours, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
I love that sandwich, but it ain't big to pay that for it.
Ours by itself is £4.
Is it?
$4.89, I think it is.
Carton of Marlboros, $127.
What's
I
Marlboro's?
wouldn't be
Is that
smoking
fags?
Marlboros no more.
Yeah. And they get
A
up.
packet of cigarettes here for 20 if you want decent
See, we
cigarettes.
roll our own, man. It costs her about $16, $17 a pound tobacco, and then $3 for a bag of filters, $2 a pack of papers, and we just roll them up by hand.
A packet of tobacco here,
Well,
50
49
grams. 50 grams of tobacco here would be round about £50.
Yeah, that's more than $16. I think that's what you pay for pounds, isn't it? 16? Yep, $16 for a pound of rolling tobacco. Brother, I hate to cut this short, but I did have
Wait.
prior engagements that I have to get to, and I didn't realize it's almost 5 o'clock, so I got to jump down.
No worries, Willie.
Thank you for having me up.
Coming up.
And
tell him if he's still live later.
yeah, if you're still live later, I'll come back, whatever, and I will catch you tomorrow while you're out fishing. Good luck. And
No worries, man. I appreciate you coming up.
Might have to put some sinkers on if you got to cast into the wind.
I might have to.
Yep. All right, brother. Catch y'all
Cheers,
later.
Willie. Cheers, Maria.
Cheers.
275 for up to 27 years. What's that for, Jack? Whiskey.
He said minimum $37 for a bottle of Scotch.
So if you was to buy a bottle of malt whiskey, Jack, single malt Scotch whiskey, just say Glenfiddich, Glenmorangie, Old Jura, what would that cost you? If you get that, I don't know if you'll get that across there.
That's so bad for Maria. She was like, oh, mate, wasn't that such a I went back to my old place. Because I got so bad for it. I was like, you're fine.
Glad you're home.
Aye. Could you imagine what happened?
I would just have to deal with it, wouldn't I?
Hmm?
I would just have to deal with it. $37 a barrel. A bottle.
Oh, you wish it was 37.
Well, we produce it, Jack, and it's a lot more expensive than that here. If you want a bottle of 10-year-old malt, you'll be £40 a bottle.
What, $60?
If you want a 27-year-old, oh, you could be up to £120, £130 a bottle, and more, depending on the whiskey.
I'm glad I did bring that shit to you.
Just a regular bottle of whiskey, cheap whiskey here, would be £20 a bottle. Just for something like White and Mackay or stuff like that.
So Jack Daniels is quite a popular one.
Glenlivet, 27-year-old, aye, that's about right, Jack. It's bloody expensive.
Jack Daniels is quite popular in America as well.
I mean, where I work, there's Glen Macadam. Some of the bottles in there, 50-year-old malts. Oh, they're thousands of pounds a bottle.
Or I drunk the Ferrari. When I did drink.
The cheap stuff. I don't. There's only one cheap whiskey I'll drink, and it's Grant's.
You drink White Mackay.
Aye, sorry, White Mackay. Talking shite. I won't drink Grouse or Bells. It just tastes like aftershave. It's vile.
Bambi.
And I'm not a fussy alcoholic, but
Alcoholic.
Grouse and Bells is just awful. Glenlivet, $39 a bottle. Yeah, missing my whiskey tonight, but it's no worth risking driving the next day. You can't start. Oh no, Grouse is awful, Jack. It's vile. To me, it's like taking a mouthful of aftershave. And I've drank whiskey all my life. Yeah, I messed that up.
Apologies for the noise in the back.
No worries, Jack. Cut the bit off with the holding on to it. You still here, Billy? Hi, Nicky. How are you? Chloe says hello to everybody.
Yeah, I do. Just been ignorant. They're like crisp sandwich. You want a crisp sandwich?
Crisp.
Would you want a
Just
sandwich?
cold meat around.
Yeah, you want a crisp sandwich?
Yeah, it's not my thing.
Really?
No.
Oh.
How are you, Nicky? Hope you're well. I did trim my beard and shave the heat off.
That was awesome.
Was it? Yeah, fuck it.
Anything in marbles?
Hey, Mr. Yogi, my friend, how are you?
Yogi.
Hope you're well. These will be getting posted over to the States. I was hoping to get them away on Monday, last Monday, but I needed to add more to the collection. Please saying hello, Mr. Yogi.
Hi.
She's sitting on her phone.
Those stupid games. As per.
Hope you've had a good Saturday. We're just tying some flies for Jack Yogi. Send them over for his trout fishing. I'll try one with a green head, Jack. Well, I think it's green. I'm actually colour blind.
Partially.
No, partially colour blind.
Tries to argue with me what's colours what.
One turn of this. Yeah, maybe two. How's your weekend going, Mr. Yogi? Apologies, Danny. I can't mod you up on StreamYard. I will do it. I will do it when I play back the live. It's been good, great weather. Lots of time, nature today. Well, that's why I didn't fish today, Mr. Yogi. The weather here was pretty abysmal, to say the least. Heavy rain
Windy.
and windy, so we'll be fishing tomorrow.
Warm again.
It will be windy, so
Sure.
hopefully I can still get out. We sorted out new microphones for the fish tank streams. We've got new microphones for that, and they seem to be working well. Hey, Hookline Plummet, how you doing? Mr. Coppin, how are you? Ah, I appreciate that, Mr. Yogi. I just use my creative side. I know colour combinations that catch fish. It's not always all these blingy flies. Sometimes the trout just want plain black and green, but sometimes they just want these outrageous colour things. So these ones are going to Washington State. We're all good. Hook and line, all good, mate. No, I don't allow drama, Mr. Yogi. I'm at the age where I've seen enough of that all my life. I just want peace and quiet in my life. I just want to relax. Like that one, Jack? That's a proper trout catcher, that one. Let's say I don't know much about your largemouth bass and your smallmouth bass. Oh, nice one, Steve. Let us know how you go on, mate. You can send us an email if you want to let us know. Hopefully all's good, buddy. Hopefully all's good. You're getting stoked. What does that mean, Jack? We're praying for you, Steve. I've got a heap of smaller flies tied up, Jack, for you. In my stockpile. Oh, you're getting excited. Well, I know they certainly catch trout here, that's for sure.
I'll be even more excited when you send them.
Black, green and reds. It's an amazing colour for the trout. And like I say, I don't know much about the bass and the crappie and all the other species you get there. Bluegills, I presume they'll catch them. All predatory fish. That's why I'm tying a variation of colours, because if the crappie like the white, I've tied some white and some different colours. You try to go live, but it said that you needed 50 subs to do it, which I have. Did you activate? You've got to activate something to go live. I can't remember. What do you do, Chloe?
Yeah.
You have to activate something to be able to go live, hook and line.
I think you got to wait 24 hours.
And you wait 24 hours once you activate it.
I don't know if you activate anything.
I thought I had to activate something.
I don't.
Before I could go live, I had to do something.
Once you got your 50 subs,
Red and black's killers for fish, mate.
you just got to wait 24 hours once YouTube receives your 50 subs.
You don't need 50 subs if you'd use a PC.
No.
Only if you're using an Android or an iPhone. Hey, Tank Tech, how you doing, pal? Thanks for coming in. This is just the break from steaming the tank. We're tying up some flies to send to America. and some slightly plainer ones, just the black bodies. Got rid of the t-shirt. Is that the blue t-shirt, Steve?
The one with holes in it.
The one with a big hole in it.
Holes.
Is it holes? Is it plural?
Yeah, holes.
I thought it was just one grey. I thought I tore it into two to make it just one hole.
30 was that fucking right.
30. The honest truth, no, I've still got it, Steve.
So we thinks.
You've not binned it. You have not. You fucking haven't.
What you there,
I've had that t-shirt for about 25 years.
What you there, babe?
No, I've still got it, Steve. Phew. Chloe told me she binned it. I was wanting her meltdown. That t-shirt's got a lot of history. I've had that t-shirt for, must be 25 years.
Fucking deal with the heart attack one.
You're right, Steve. I know it's pretty abysmal, but there's certain things in life you get attached to. I'm just attached to that t-shirt.
Fucking holy t-shirt.
It started off, now you're going to laugh at this one, it started off as a medium. And it's ended up a 2XL because it's stretched as I've grown. What's the thread you use? Made from, I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure it'll be, I can't even read that, man. It's actually made in America. Hang on, I've got glasses in my head. It's UTC Ultra Thread. It's made in the USA, so it's one of the best threads on the market, in my opinion. You do get other threads, obviously, but it's a thread I use, and it's
a pretty well used thread.
It's pretty much what all the top fly tyers will use. They use maybe 2 or 3 brands, and it's the one I prefer. It's a good thread. It's strong. It's durable, and it's reliable. What happened to your other account, Danny?
Sorry, guys.
Oh, I forgot my silver. No, it's proper Flytying thread, Tank Tech. It is proper Flytying thread. So it must be a copolymer or cotton. Oh, have you Googled it? No, it's just like thread. It's not like fishing line.
Can we do like crisp sandwich now? It's really even. I can't even get the car out. It's still even there with more like.
I appreciate his offer coming on. It's something slightly different for watching my fish tank streams. The Thai fly tank deck, this one, if you spin it anti-clockwise, it opens up and it goes flat. If you spin it clockwise, you tighten it up. It's good. It's a good thread if you're tying on certain flies. You use rubber. So if you spin it anti-clockwise, it opens up into a flat thread. It doesn't cut the rubber. Whereas some of the rounder. All right, you appreciate it, right? Yeah. It's good because it spins out. It flattens the thread. So if you're tying on certain flies where you use rubber, it doesn't cut into it and snap it off. Some of the threads are just round profile. And if you're tying on certain materials, it just cuts them. Whereas this one, you can spin it out. 360 in a gallon. We get 2 litres. We don't even get 2 litres for that. Well, we would just 2 litres. Hi Abigail, how are you? Hope you're well. Yeah, it is waxed. It could be similar. You get different denier. This one I'm using is UTC 140. Use it for the bigger flies. If I'm tying small flies, I'll use the UTC 70, which is much thinner. You want to crank these materials on really tight because these flies can take an absolute pounding. Got up for some reason. Installed my CO2 system in the tanks today. So that's more new filters. I've got the CO2 running through the tanks now. And we'll see what results we get with the plants in 4 to 6 weeks. Know that the plants are poorly. The plants are looking great in my tank, but should see some faster growth rates, let's say. It's actually a very easy way to produce CO2. It's basically baking soda, citric acid, and water. And the CO2 bottles up to 330 psi. Yeah, I've got it set at one bubble a second. but I'm going to increase it to 2 simply because there's so much plants in the tank. They'll absorb the CO2 quite quick. And then I'll switch it off 10 minutes before I dim the lights down. I've never used CO2 before. Have I got the checker that changes colour? The lights, Tank Tech. Oh, you're on about the checker in the tank. No, I've ordered one. Then I can check it on my streams. Just in case anything goes wrong when I'm at work. And I can get Chloe to shut it off. Yeah, I've ordered the CO2 checker. Yeah. Let's say I've never used CO2. I've always managed to reasonably well grow plants. I'm just curious. Certain plants do better with it, without a doubt. And to be honest, I can produce CO2 now, an endless amount of CO2 for very little money. I don't have to buy CO2 fire extinguishers or any of that. I just, the stuff that the citric acid and the baking soda is so cheap. And I think it's 200 grams of each in the bottle, 300 millilitres of water, and I think that's got enough, produces enough carbon dioxide to last about 2 months. Aye, she does, Steve. I take it you heard her.
What happened?
Aye, he's asking if you've got enough gas.
Hell yeah.
She's been fucking ridiculous.
Surprised I told you last night.
She's been fucking awful, to be honest. And she's quite open about it as well.
I don't give a fuck.
Last night she was absolutely fucking stinking. I thought I was going to be sleeping up the stair, to be honest.
Dramatic.
It was that bad. Blames it on pregnancy. Aye, whatever.
To be fair though,
Never mind fucking to be fair.
they've never smelled that bad.
Okay, so it's not a day of pregnancy.
That is.
You're a liar.
That ain't. You want to Google it?
You've gone down the welding gas route. Lasts about a year. Ah, is that a big bottle? If it's welding gas, it wouldn't. Well, you wouldn't be using argon, is it? I think it's a CO2 bottle. Better out than in. Aye. 300 grams. There's another one, Jack.
Steve's on my side.
How come the telly's behind, man? Look.
Oh no.
It's not very, but lasts about a year. Well, they bottles have pressurised to over 300 psi. And I'm currently putting out, it's roughly 1 bubble per second, which isn't a lot for a big tank that's heavily planted. So I'm going to put that up. I'll wait till I'm indoors. I'll put that up to two bubbles a second. The problem is the size of the tank. I think I'm going to have to put a water pump next to it to pump the the CO2 bubbles around the tank. I know it's not the bubbles the plants absorb, but it's done by surface area. I can't get the diffuser in the centre of the tank, so I'm going to have to either that or I'll put in two diffusers, one either side of the tank. I can rig that up. Then I got another bottle for my other tank. I did eventually get the other tank sorted out today, albeit I need more plants, a lot more plants. Inline diffusers, what's that, buddy? Is that to stop it back water going back down the pipe? No, that'll be an anti-return valve. Yeah, it's argon we use across here, Jack. Some places will use CO2 when they're welding, but generally it's argon. I did think about that, I wasn't sure if you could do it.
I use argon as well.
You produce argon.
Argon oil from the house.
And the filter pipes. I thought about that. To spit it around the tank. I mean, I know the plants don't absorb the bubbles, it just creates a larger surface area for the CO2 to be absorbed into the water, but it's getting the water circulating with the CO2 in it. You don't have a bubble checker. Right. They're not that dear, to be honest. So we're speaking to Russ on, I think it was one of his Facebook posts, and he just uses a fire extinguisher, a CO2 fire extinguisher. I was just intrigued by the whole method of citric acid and baking soda.
I heard cold it is.
And you can also use sugar and yeast. Aye, yeah, it's sugar and yeast would be the way you would go. I've just kind of looked on YouTube, followed a few guys who do it, and it's 10 a penny, whether it's sugar and yeast or baking soda. Throw in some extras and get some beer. Aye, I used to make all my home brews many years ago.
Probably why you were an alky.
Yeah, probably why I was pretty much an alcoholic. I used to make everything. Wine, cider, beer, lager, everything. What's my rabbit for? I was shocked at the pressure it makes. I just didn't think baking soda could generate the pressure. Just mixing the two chemicals together. Amazing. I say it's over 300 psi. And like I say, I'm only cranking it one bubble a second, so if I put up to 2, I think that bottle will last months and months and months. And for the cost of the raw materials, I think it was 10 quid. And that's enough to make 5 bottles. So that's going to last. It's going to last a long time. Just everything's so bloody expensive, man. That big tank stands me over £2,000. All in with the filters, the fish, the lights, the tank, stand. It's cost a lot of money. Some of that material, I've lost it. Oh, there's a fly down there, I think.
Yes, although it's at,
I can't reach it.
at the front. 300.
I can't get down there. Aye, I know. Well, I've got another 3 aquariums, tank tech. I just set one up. It's been running. I was playing about with it today, but I'm not happy with it, so it's getting ripped apart again. I need to get another bit of bogwood. Like this was his cardinal tank. A bit like that for the centre. I mean, that big tank's now running on 8 filters. Aye, I know, Jack, I know. This is just 300 psi from mixing baking soda and fucking hell, what is it? Citric acid. Fucking mind blank. It's about 800 litres. Yeah. All right, Steve, mate. Best of luck. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I appreciate it, man. Obviously, we're praying for you, man. I know what like it is. I've been there. Eight TIG welders at one time. Christ, that's amazing. I remember once, Jack, I had to weld cast steel. What the hell was I welded it to? Can't remember, but the best way was using stainless wire.
It's on the show. It's on the show.
Right. Was it all TIG welding you did, Jack, was it? This is slightly different, Jack. This is just going to have some silver running down the side of it. I'll let you see in a second. It creates a flash just as you pull it through the water against the green body. It's just varnish. All it does is it basically glues up the head. You do a whip finish, which is a kind of knot that tidies the head up and locks it all in. And I just do it with varnish. It just seals it up and basically glues it all together. The flies don't come apart. Once I tie a fly, it takes an awfully long time for it to fall apart. Might not pick this up, Jack. It's just little streamers down the edge of the fly for they kind of open up. Every time you draw it, they'll splay out. Just tying different variants for you because trout are fussy. Some days they'll just take anything, the next day they want a change in colour. You can tie them with red, green, blue, purple, streamers down the sides of them. I've got every colour possible. Jack, the materials I've got is just
Ridiculous.
ridiculous. Yeah, I put the fish back, tank tech. I've got quite a few shorts on my channel, fly fishing. I do live stream when I'm fishing, but I cut them out and put them up as shorts. Quite boring actually. Some days you get a good day. I was out one Saturday, I had 20. I went out the following weekend, I think I had 1. Then I had, was it 7, 5, 11s, 12s. Aye, going back. But yeah, you can catch 20 one week, and then the following week you can catch 0. My problem tying flies is these things. I've got massive fat hands. These hooks are alright, but when you get down to the wee small dry flies, these hooks are size 8s. When you start getting down to size 16 and size 18 hooks, nightmare. I was going to tie white, yellow and white, silver. Some ponds near me, conservation nature reserves, you get pissed off with people fishing there. Yeah. We're only allowed to fly fish here. It's not being disrespectful, but it's a lot harder to catch a trout on a fly rod than it is with a worm or a spinner or whatever. And this is a specific trout fishery. It's designed. That's what it is. It's a business. We pay £16 for 6 hours to fish, and if we're not even allowed to take the fish out of the water, so nobody really gets it. If they catch a big one, I'll put the camera on it, but if it's just £3 or £4, I'll no bother. But we're not even allowed to lift the fish out of the water. You've got to unhook it in the net. I get what you're saying. Yeah, if it's a nature reserve and there is fisheries local, there's specified fisheries. That's where they should be fishing. I do a lot of sea fishing as well. I haven't this year or this winter past. I usually fish in the winter off the rocks for the cod, North Sea cod. I eat them. They're nice to eat. Yeah, fish handling's. You've got to treat them with respect. Like I say, we all barbless hooks. You get caught with a barbed hook, you get banned. If you get caught taking a fish out of the water, you get banned. Yeah, leave lines lying about, you get banned. Nobody really does that here, to be fair, simply because we pretty much fish it regular and we all know each other. I mean, a lot of people don't know. You take a trout out of the water with dry hands, takes the slime off their skin, then you put it back, and then the trout will slowly die. It burns their skin, they get infected, get fungus, bacterial, and then the trout will slowly get infected and die. So we don't handle the fish at all. We treat them with utmost respect. And these fish, because they're put back, they're caught many times. So they become more difficult to catch. They get used to getting flies chucked at them. So sometimes you have to just tie things that's never been used. Use your own imagination, which is what I do. I do tie certain patterns. But I make a lot up as I go along. Rough idea of what works. Yeah, it's like some people just they catch a fish, they bounce it along a gravel path or up a bit of mud, a muddy bank. Just drag it up, and then they'll unhook it, put it back, and the fish is knackered. Once it's gone through that, you've removed all the body slime, which is its protective coating, and it's good night Vienna for the fish, unfortunately. It's more about educating people. Education's the big part. To be fair, when we catch a fish, 60% of the time you just leave it in the net with the line slack because we use barbless hooks. Most of the time they'll fling the hook out themselves. The only time you really have to intervene is if the hook's into the bone. And even then it's an easy process. It's like if you're going to take a fish for the table and eat it, as soon as you get it out the water, kill it. Then I just chuck it on the ground to die and suffocate. Kill the fish immediately. I say, if you watch any of my shorts, Tank Tech, you'll see they're all unhooked in the water. If they've put up a good fight, you give them 20-30 seconds just to recover and then let them on their way. If you mishandle fish where I fish, you just get banned. You're right, Jack. A lot of folk will go for the glory picture. They're sitting like this holding the fish with dry hands. The fish has been bounced along the ground. And yeah, the fish will swim away, but the fish is knackered. Might die 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later. No, I'll never hold a fish, not for a photo, ever. Sea fish, yes. I eat sea fish, so when I catch a cod, I'll dispatch it instantly. I'll kill it. And I'll get photos later on when I'm packing up. Trout, nope, they never leave the water. That's just not my favourite fish, Tank Tech, mate. I'm not saying I wouldn't eat a trout. I have eaten them before. I used to smoke them. Used to smoke the trout. I like to smoke trout, but I don't have the facilities now. I don't live in the country anymore. Yeah, there's good salmon here. The problem is the cost. It costs so much to fish for salmon here. You can pay £1,000 a week to fish for salmon here, and it's all catch and release. You're not allowed to kill them now because the numbers are, over the years, have declined to such a state that there's not a lot of salmon in our rivers. Shite. There's just not a lot of fish in the rivers now, the salmon. A lot of disease, a lot of seals. I mean, the seals have always been there, but previous years, man's greed. There used to be a lot of poaching, not now. You get caught poaching here now, you'll go to jail. They'll take your car off you, they'll take massive fines. It used to be quite a lot of poachers, but not nowadays. You lose your hunting and fishing rights for life. It does a lot of damage to the stocks, poaching, or it used to. This is one of my favourite fly patterns, Jack. Just teasing everything into shape. That's in the water. Oh, slings back. Looks like a fry. Obviously, it moves in the water. We just call it a fry pattern. It can be a perch fry, salmon fry. It's basically just the white, yellow, and the silver. It's a good fly when you've got, I don't know what time of year your fish will spawn, Jack, but here we get minnows. It represents like an adult minnow. I can also tie it with the green rabbit fur with the silver, because the minnows over here have got a green back, a silver belly. I'd rather send you over a parcel with quite a few flies, Jack. So you've got plenty to try rather than just sending over 10 or 20. If I send you some of the bigger stuff, some of the smaller stuff, some of the chrominoids, some of the nymphs, you've got a good amount to play with. Good fly for summer crappie. It just saves posting multiple times. If I just send you a heap of flies, you've got some there. But that's one of my favourites. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use one like that tomorrow. I'll try it. I say these fish have been caught many times, so if you start flinging out flies that's been catching fish for weeks, they'll no look near it. They get hook shy, and quite rightly so. If I ate a steak for my tea every night and it was full of bloody hooks, I wouldn't be eating steak. So you've got to try something different. And sometimes they just want a basic fly. They don't want all the bling. just something like that, a wee bit darker. And sometimes the colour of the bead, just the purple bead, can make a difference. We call it hotheads. Or yellow, blue, sometimes blue. Right, Danny, how are you? Crappie is like freshwater halibut. Really? I've heard they're tasty. I'm sure it was NJ Fishing said they were really tasty. Still planning work for tomorrow, Danny. How's Justin getting on? Is there much fish? Blackened on the barbecue, Jack. That's good. His channel certainly, the skillet. His channel certainly took off, that's for sure. I think the most likes I've had on a fishing stream was 132. Hey, back girl, how are you? Thanks for coming in. How are you? Mine'll never be a busy channel, and that's fine, because everybody that comes in here is decent. I don't get all the riff-raff coming in, thankfully. The clock goes forward, Danny. An hour less in bed. Not that that bothers me, to be honest.
Fucking pisses me right off.
Chloe said it pisses her off an hour less in bed, but it doesn't bother me. I'll still be up bright and early.
Tragic.
Keep losing my materials. I had a bit, a minute ago? I can't find it. There it goes. shite. I just run out of thread. Disaster. I'll tie that off. Somebody come over from your channel back, girl, and came onto my aquarium stream. I can't remember their name. I did see it. This is an absolute challenge, Jack, tying flies with no glasses on. If I've got my glasses down, I can't read the comments on the... thanks back, girl. People are getting fed up seeing it, like, but some people ask for me to stream it. Some people are saying, you're kicking the arse out it, but you know what, it's my channel. I'll do what I want to do.
Who the fuck is your daughter?
I can't mind her name. Somebody says you need to stop streaming your aquarium 24 hours a day. I'm like, well, it's my channel. I'll do what I want. You just do what you want with yours.
Who the fuck is?
Aye, it's relaxing. I don't care about girl. It's like all my shorts are catching fish or my tractor or my aquarium. I don't seem to attract all the trolls. I know this is a stream yard, but even on a vertical stream, I don't seem to get much new people coming into the chat, which is fine.
Exactly what
Aye, yeah, I'm never going to be a big YouTuber. I just do it for me. Something to do. I'm not interested like some think they're going to be millionaires. I work hard for my living. I don't do it for money. I don't do it for fame. YouTube's all about having a bit of fun. Speaking to your pals. Having a laugh. Chilling out. Hey, toy pups, how are you?
Toy pops out or something like that. Can't remember.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, that's the real one. Okay.
If Martin needs assistance, just send her my way. Send her it off.
I don't know if you got my message, toy pups. We got the new microphones that should last 9 hours. I did a quick trial on them. They seem to be good. The sound's a lot better. The quality's a lot better. Fuck. Excuse the language. Oh, didn't it really? How's your day been, toy pups? Just gonna put my camera off a second. I've got a sandwich to eat my dinner. I've not had my tea yet. 20 past 10 at night. I'm just gonna eat my dinner. Okay, I'm back. Right, Billy. You had a busy day, mate. I'm all good, Billy. Yeah, all good. I'm quite impressed with that CO2 unit. It's very consistent. It's plenty of pressure. I think one fill of the ingredients in the bottle is probably going to last 2 or 3 months. It's built up to over 300 psi, which is amazing. I never knew mixing bloody baking soda and citric acid could generate such pressure. The diffusers I'd ordered, I got an email saying they weren't coming, so I had to order 2 off of Amazon to get delivered today. And they come, they're small, but yeah, they're putting out minute bubbles, so they're doing the job they're intended to do. So we'll just see what the results are with the plant growth in the aquarium, to be honest. Not that the plants are looking unhealthy. I'm just kind of guessing how long it's going to last, Billy. I really don't know. I'm just trickling out 1 bubble per second, but I'm going to increase that. That's a heavily planted tank. They'll soon absorb the CO2 and kick out the oxygen, and then just shut it off at night. 4 years in your bottle. Mine's is just a wee 2-litre bottle. But to be honest, it's costing nothing to make the CO2, which is a bonus. I think the bags of ingredients I got cost 10 quid. I reckon they'll last 2 or 3 years at least. I don't know. I'll find out as I run it. I don't know how long it'll take to see any results for the CO2. Let's say my tanks are healthy, the plants are healthy. I just want to try and get them. I'm not happy with it, Billy. To people, it looks really nice, and it probably is really nice. I'm just being critical of myself. I did so much better many years ago aquascaping my tanks, but then I need to get more species of plants. I think in there's only 5 or 6, 7 maybe species. I've got some tiger lily lotus bulbs. I've got 4 of them for the big tank, or maybe 2. I'll maybe put 2 in the tetra tank. So they're in the water. It'll take maybe 3 weeks to start growing. We'll have to do a StreamYard, Billy. We'll put both our tanks up and we can talk on the panel. Like what I do on this StreamYard, people can come up on panel. we can just stream both the tanks and we can just sit and chat away in the background and people can be in the chat. I think that would be pretty cool. I mean, I can launch up a StreamYard anytime and I'll just stream my big tank and you can stream your tank and we could just sit and chat and interact with the people that come into the chat. Toy Pops, we got new microphones. They got delivered today. They should last, they say, 9 hours. I did a trial run earlier on and they were awesome. You got another batch of plecos again. Jesus, man. They must breed like rabbits. Aye, anytime you want to do a StreamYard, Billy, just let us know. And I can set it up this side and all I do is post the link and you come up. Is it just one pair you've got, Billy? No worries, Jack. No worries, mate. They'll be giving them away for free. Ah, you must say some amount, Billy. Just one pair. Christ, they're prolific. Oh, 2 pairs. I'm needing a female bristle nose. I've got a male, but I need a female. I've plenty of young ones, but it'll take a couple of years to grow them onto breeding size, I think. The long fins. Has your Severum still got its eggs? No, they ate them. My angel managed to look after the eggs till they hatched. Then they got eaten. So I know it's a fertile pair, so that's fine. The other pair, I think, is 2 females. Because they're both ovipositors, so they both had egg tubes. So it's 2 females is paired up, so I'll try and take one back to the shop and get a male. Thing is, you don't know what means a male. You can't really sex them. Absolutely love the Severums.
Going up there, hitting that like button.
How's your day been? Very relaxing.
Alright, is there any particular breath that anyone would like to do? Cat says hot skits. Give me some side of Daisy.
I'll do my stream with the microphones tomorrow evening after I'm fishing.
I'm trying to just answer your questions. At the moment, I can't rant. Sorry, but please.
Just chilling. Just chilling here. It's 10:30. And our clocks go forward tonight, so
Don't. Not at the moment.
an hour less in bed. Doesn't bother me, but
Maddie says, shopping late in the city. Sorry, it's still hot. I appreciate you stopping in. Maddie, thanks so much.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Says, I know. Michael says, Ray, mate, for buddy. You don't need to just let it go now. It's safe for the brother.
If you let me know tomorrow night what you think, Toy Pups. I'll start the vertical stream about 5 o'clock our time, so you can let us know at your convenience what like the microphones are.
Nancy says, hey to nobody. Alright, so we're taking special requests for specific breath work.
How much was your bottle? Your CO2 bottle, Billy? What's this? I think, is that just...
Take care, Mohammed, my friend. Mohammed, our friend. Maddie says, skid side, bro. Mohammed says you can, but not constantly making her feel uncomfortable. That makes sense. It does. Let's see. Toy Pups says Philly's live too. Yes, he is. Hey, Toy Pups. Is there any special breath work you'd like to do? Ray says, oh, I'm not trying to, though. Get some unicorn love from
Stuart, are you in here? Are you going fishing tomorrow? Well, I'm going to wind this scene down just shortly. Get to bed. Still got to feed the fish their last feed before I put the lights out.
first thing you're going to do breath work, if you can, close your eyes. And relax. Good evening, Monkey Man. Good night, Stuart.
What's that, Toy Pups? Did it.
Close your eyes. And let's start off bringing our focus, very soft focus. And checking it. Breathing in through the nose. We exhale.
The quality of the microphones is much better. They were 3 times the price. So I severely hope they last the 9 hours they say they do.
Bottom of the upper lip, do you feel that air passing in and passing out?
And it'll be a lot louder.
Just notice not making any changes. Nice and easy. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to begin. Breathing in for 4, holding for 4, exhaling for 6, holding for 2. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, exhale.
Right, I'm going to shut this down now. I'm going to go to my bed, get everyone charged up for tomorrow. I appreciate whoever's in, coming in. Just trying to get all my flies put away. Kind of stuff with Toy Pups. Bright colours. Right, I'm going to say good night to everybody. Thanks you all for coming in. Whoever's left, quick live tonight, 3 hours. Fish Tank will be back on just shortly. Cheers, you all. Hi, Stuart, how you doing? We'll just about to end that there, just got 'em in time. Cheers back, girl, appreciate it. Thanks for staying in. Stuart, about 9:30. Trying to get somewhere sheltered for my phone, for my stream. All my batteries are dead away, got charged up, man. I'm running my iPad off my thing, I'm doing 8%. Albeit the iPad's fully charged. Yeah, I'm going to put the fish back on, girl. I put them on every night. It's worth doing. People are giving us a load of shite, saying you're killing it every day and every night. But you know what? I'm getting about 70 watch hours a day between day and night streams. So some people want it on, some don't. If they don't want it on, they don't need to watch it. And that's my motto. But I'll be live stream fishing tomorrow. Not very hopeful, but we'll give it a go. So I'll put the fish on in maybe 20 minutes or so. I appreciate that back, girl. I really do. I'm just trying to get the 4K. I don't know if you know, but any money I make from YouTube is going to charity. It's not that I don't need it. It's just there's people need it more than me. And it'll be members who get to choose where it goes. That's why I set my members at 99 pence. I'm not interested in making a lot of money. It's just any monetary values will be going to charities. Charities are super chats for other channels I want to support. And I super chat a lot of channels. I think this month I've given away about £150 in super chats. But with a baby on way, that'll have to stop somewhat. Right, I'm going to say good night. Once again, thanks for coming in. And Batgirl, appreciate you very much. So, good night everyone. Stuart, we'll see you in the morning. About 9:30. Just sub me or sub Stuart. I'm sub to you. Your normal account. I don't know what your normal account is, Batgirl. I'll just check notifications. More often than not, I don't get. No, I've not got a notification. I'll get it though, it'll come through eventually. I appreciate it. I'll sub you back. If you leave a wee comment on a short or something, I'll find it. Alright, I'll wait a second, Batgirl. Yeah, I'll see you in the morning, Stuart. Ugh. Slept like shit last night. Lucky I've had 2 hours sleep last night. Ah, Debs, thanks very much. Much appreciated. Very, very generous. Is that your normal account, Batgirl? I'm sure I'm sub to that. Let me check. Thank you very much. That's very much appreciated. No, I'm not. My apologies. No, I'm not. Yeah. Ah, right, back girl. I always super chat Rosanna. That's me sub that account for it. Just use it for super chats. I like Rosanna. Do you know what? That's why, I mean, there's a lot of the Kenyan channels will super chat. Some of the American channels also, Cindy and AJ. Right, see you in the morning, Stuart. Yeah, super chat a lot of channels. Some people just have nothing and they're happy. Some people have everything and they're unhappy. I just lost everything just to keep my pension. I'm having to sign my house away. I've worked so hard for all these years. A new car, the money that was there, signed it all away just to keep holding my pension because my pensions should have lived, hopefully. Should be decent. Just mind back, girl, if you ever need to email me about anything, my email's in my bio, or Chloe. Yeah, I know, I need to stop all the super chatting. That's why I'm going to start doing any money I make from my channel goes to charity, or anybody who's a member can choose who to super chat it to. And it'll all be done above board. Right, I'm going to say good night. I'm going to get everything sorted here and get down the stairs. I don't see that. I'm all right. I don't earn massive money, but I earn enough. I'll never be rich, but I'd rather be happy than rich. I'm certainly the happiest I've been in 30 odd years. Good night. Much appreciated again. We'll see you very soon somewhere on the streets. Take care. Good night.